Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. It looks like it might start raining again. And that's okay. We got a little rain last night, and so that was actually a good thing. I was really happy about that, to be honest with you. We definitely needed the rain. Alright, so I wanted to talk about, this is something I want people to think about, because I think this is important. We're talking about a post-SHTF situation, okay? So post SHTF has happened. Everybody, has taken off or whatever they're doing, trying to go someplace better or whatever the case may be. A couple things are going to happen here really quickly, guys, okay? Number one, the woods will be hunted dry really, really quickly. And people may not think so, but they will be. Oh my God, I hope that got on camera. That was funny. The woods will be hunted dry absolutely really, really fast. There'll be nothing to hunt. There'll be nothing to fish until the people die off, of course. But in the very beginning, every Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to be in the woods banging away. That's a fact, okay? Secondly, what's going to happen is all the people that can't eat poor Fido, they're going to let them loose. Right? I couldn't do it. I love that dog, so I just let him loose to let him be on his own and just fend for himself. What do you think all those Fidos are going to do, folks, when that time comes? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to pack up. They're going to go back to that type of mindset of a pack, and they're going to hunt. Well, what are they going to hunt, folks? Let's talk about this. What are all those wild dogs going to hunt? They're going to hunt human beings, because that's going to be the only food out there. So here you are out there traveling on the road thinking you're John Rambo, right? Oh, I'm fine, I'm going to be good, no problem. Well, if a pack of 20 or 30 dogs comes at you, I don't care how good you are. You're going to get some of them, but hunger's going to drive them, and they're going to get you. So that's a danger that I don't think a lot of people think about, but that is absolutely a huge danger. Another thing that people need to be thinking about, let's think about all the predators out there in those woods, right? I mean, now down here, I know we have bobcats, even though they say we don't. I wouldn't doubt if we had big cats. We have bears, we have coyotes, all those type of things. Now, you don't see them a lot. I don't see them a lot. I mean, I know we have bears travel through the area, and you might get if you're out early and I got a trail cam, and maybe you can get a picture of them here and there, but they're not out and about. Well, all those predators, they need to eat too, okay? They're going to want food. And so when there's nothing in the woods to hunt, like I said, again, you become the prey. People always ask me, why do you always carry? Why do you always carry on your own property? Because I am not the apex predator on my own property. And if something comes out of these woods on 2 legs or 4 that wants to have a problem, I want to be able to do something about it. So that is something that people need to think about. They really need to think about that. It's going to be a whole different world out there, and not even talking about the 2-legged predators that'll be out there. Hello, girls. How is everyone? How are we all doing? Okay, watch yourselves. Are we raising Cain? Is there more eggs for me? Is there more eggs for me? Let's take a look. Let's see. Oh, that's what she's laying. I'm not going to mess with her right now because she's just in the process of laying. So she had not laid yet today. Let's see if we got anything in here. Nope, I got to get more straw or pine shavings in there. They kicked them all out. So, just refilled their bucket earlier today because they're little pigs. They're little fat chickens. They're not missing any meals. No, they're not. All right. They're fun though. Chickens are fun. I like them. Look at this tarp is just broken down now. And that's okay because that's going to go anyway. So I'm not really worried about it. So a lot of dangers when that time comes, my friends. A lot of things to be ready for, a lot of things to think about. You've got to be able to protect yourselves, realizing that now if all of a sudden everybody's traveling on foot because there's no gas to get or whatever the case may be, you're going to be a target. And like I said, and not just from two-legged predators, those four-legged predators are going to be out there as well. So there is a lot to think about, a lot that people need to be aware of. Try to be ready for, if they can be. Just some food for thought, but lots of dangers out there. Like I said, I'll keep these guys alive as long as I can. And I've had people say to me, well, what would you feed them, right? Well, like I said, if I have rice and stuff like that, I can make up a rice mixture. They'll eat that. I have a little bit of rice put aside. But worst case scenario, anybody came in here wanting to do harm, dogs could eat the dead bodies. I don't have a problem with that, and I'm sure they wouldn't either. Meat is meat. So, you know, that's just, you know, those are things that you got to think about. That's reality. That is reality, unfortunately. But it'll be a whole different world, and a lot of the things that y'all sit here and say, oh, I wouldn't do this or I wouldn't do that, you'll be surprised what you'll do when you're hungry. You'll be surprised what you'll do when you're desperate. So, yeah, those are things that people don't want to think about. They don't want to put that in their mind that I may have to do this or I may have to do that. But you better wrap your minds around it, folks. Because I will tell you right now, I will do whatever is necessary to keep the people that I care about in my family and in my group safe. And it doesn't matter to me. And I'll sleep like a baby at the end of the day as long as my people are safe. And that's what I care about. Just something to think about. And get your mind wrapped around that. Get ready in your head that, okay, I may have to do this, that, or the other. You may have to. You may not want to. I get no pleasure out of that. I'm not like some person that's like, oh, I can't wait to do this or I can't wait to do that. No. But I'll do what I have to. So, and hopefully these trees will all continue to grow and bear us a ton of fruit, and then every year we'll be canning because we have so many apples and pears and plums and cherries and, you know, peaches. That's what I want to see happen. That's what I want to see happen. So, anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now and get this video up for you, and I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.